friend of mine, Nilanjana Roy, who's better known as a novelist and editor and anthologist. And some people write poems every day of their lives, but not on the page, not on the screen. In the kitchen for friends who drop by just like that, they slice green limes open and squeeze the heart of summer into tall glasses. Add sugar and mint, crushed lightly for the scent, and stir. In these cool, heavy glasses, inherited from their mothers or bought at a craft sale from the man with the mole on his face, they carry out a clinking tray of sonnets. And some men write poems as they teach their children to swim, to step up to the high diving board alone in a world of watery echoes, to plunge from that point of stillness into the depths of the pool with chlorine prickling their eyes, and their father saying, "You can do it." And their father saying, you can do it. Come up for air. Now they hear the slight tremor, the pride and the worry in the voice of a man learning to dive into strange rushing waters of parenthood. They hear the trembling alarm, and how it will suddenly swell into a rag. And some women are poems. They can't help it. As they wipe their hands briskly on a corner of that tatty sari pallu, as they push the hair out of their eyes and poise their hands over the keyboard, ready to disappear into stories or charts, statistics or art. You recognize the way they hold their heads to an angle, curious and measuring, the way they flex their wrists, a dancer's movement lost on the chopping board where garlic diminishes into precise slivers, the way they let their laughter travel out of their bellies into the world. You see in the many lines, lightly etched on their faces, the hard-won freedom of blank verse. It's not just the page that contains a poem, it's not just the words that make poetry, but us, listening to the slow cawing of crows against the lonely dinosaur calls of the trains at night, watching the local drunk stagger home at 3 a.m, singing old Raj Kapoor songs, feeling the touch of freshly washed towels as they tap politely on our backs, knowing that these too are poems. The sunbird might live in an empty lot, or might live in the trees, or might make his home among the dahlias in the far corner of the garden. Anyway, so long as we can hear the rustling of his feathers, feel his little urgent darts into our veins.